Hi there, Lowe here. Um, just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about what some people, a post that I've seen where it was talking about how we needed to put religion back in schools, and by doing so, we make it, make the schools better because people had religion on their mind while they're in school. They would behave better, things would happen, stuff like that. Um, I can understand the basic principle, and if you are a school dedicated to a specific religion, then it makes sense that you would follow that. So, like if you're in a Catholic school, then yeah, having Catholic being a part of your school makes sense. But that's the only situation where that would be useful, or where that would be possible, and actually be able to be done without ruining, just making things almost impossible to run. And here's the reason why. Um, First of all, you have to decide what you think a reasonable amount of time for a prayer is. If you're doing a prayer in school, if you do a prayer at the beginning of every day. So let's say, just for the sake of argument, let's say 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a reasonable amount of time to say a prayer before class starts. So 2 minutes, you got that for Christianity, and you say a little prayer. Here's the problem. You would need to say a prayer for every religion that any student practices in that school. I don't think people, when they say we need to put prayer back in school, I don't think that's what people are thinking about. They're thinking, yeah, we'll just say the Christian prayer and then we'll get on with it. Well, the problem with that is basically you're saying, well, even though this school isn't dedicated to our religion, we'll say the prayer of just our religion and everybody else can go screw themselves. That would be ridiculous. You would literally have to say a prayer for every possible religion in the school, maybe after a census or something like that. So yeah, here's your 2-minute prayer for Christianity. Now you got a 2-minute prayer for Protestant. Now you got Judaism, Islam, Druids, Rastafari, Wicca, Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism, Native American religions, Eastern Asian religions, Jewish, spirituality, universalism. And that's just some of the main ones. What if there's people who practice some of the smaller ones, like Scientology and neo-paganism and Nordic religions, Baha, Dharmic religions, Taoism, Sikhism, humanitarianism? Woo! You're going to be praying for a long time. And you'd have to put aside basically a whole class just for students sitting there listening to prayers. And that's just hoping that you're only sticking with one version of the Christian prayer. Because if you're not, you're going to have to break that down. Methodist, Baptist, non-denominational, Pentecostal, Lutheran, Presbyterian, Mormon, Jehovah. If you had to say a prayer in the morning for everybody's religion that is in that school, you would literally be praying for probably at least an hour, So you can't say that if we put prayers back in the school, it would make things better. I understand where you're coming from, but it doesn't work that way. America isn't a one religion place anymore. You can't just choose one thing to do and expect that it's going to go over well with everybody there. It doesn't work. So I understand where you're coming from. I understand what you're trying to do. It's just not possible. So I guess in the end, we'd have to decide on something. We either have to keep it this way or segregate everything, and that would ruin everything. The whole point of America is that we're all one. We're a mixing pot where everybody is included. Even if you're not a big thing, maybe you're not the biggest religion in America, maybe you're the smallest, maybe there's only 100 people that follow your religion, you still have to be included in the conversation. That's the point. The moment we start cutting people off and saying that you're not welcome here because of what you believe, or that we're more important because of what we believe, then we're ruining it. We're destroying the whole reason we created this. So I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make. I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you're trying to make things better, but it's just not going to work the way that you're thinking. I guess that's really all I have to say. So carry on.